Hello, Forks fans. It's Rob and I'm here again with Humankind. Only this time, it's the open dev called Lucy, where we play as Lucy. So this time around, a lot has changed. In fact, so much has changed that even if I knew anything about what I was doing with this game, I would probably be still lost because there's just been a lot of responsive changes to a lot of the feedback that was given in the first open dev scenario. Or the first two, I should say. So there's a lot of things to kind of maybe just pay attention to as we play, and hopefully I can point them out as I see them. But what we're going to do is we're going to first look to see what we need to do. So we need to have 5 population and or units within our empire to gain a growth star. If we accrue 10 knowledge and discover curiosities to improve your tribe's understanding, if we gain 10 knowledge, it's not that hard to do actually. We can gain a star. And then if we also have hunted a total of 3 animal units, we can gain a star. And we only need 1 star to get to the next era. So let's go ahead and move our group here, get some food, and maybe we'll come down here a little bit and see what's going on. So I've actually never played this scenario. I'm going into it a bit blindly. So that could be either really good or really bad. I guess we'll find out. So, all right. So we'll come down here, and I think what we'll do is we'll just... All right, there we go. There's some food here, and there's also an animal, so we might want to take on the animal so we can maybe get towards that 1 star for 3. I believe I'm going to turn that sound effect down just a little bit because it sounds really loud in my ears. I only hope that it's not nearly as loud in yours, so we'll just come back out. Alright, so let's come down here and grab this food. We've got a new notification, so what is this? A curiosity collected? Alright, we knew that. Alright, well, let's come over and take out... Oh, where did they go? So there's one right there. This is also a sanctuary too, so I wonder if that works towards our star here. It says 3 animal units, so I don't believe it does. Alright. Come down here and... Wait, where'd the sanctuary go? The sanctuary was right there. But it moved. It moved on us. And that silly little deer is moving away from us. Okay, we've run into somebody already. There we go. So we've run into another migrant empire, which appear to have 2 units already. So good for them.
Later we rest.
And this... Ooh, wait. Nope, that's food. Okay. Oh, this could be knowledge too. So we'll come over here and grab that. There we go. We did grab 2 knowledge, which isn't enough. Alright, so we'll come back over here and grab this food. We'll just keep trying to work towards that, I think. So yeah, this is the initial gameplay, right? So what you're doing in a lot of ways is you're learning the map, right? And of course you're trying to scrounge up enough a star in order to move to the next era and pick your culture.
This way.
So, but it does in a way kind of help you uncover the map and see where you want to settle down. This looks like a good area down here, actually. This is probably, you know what, we'll look to see what the FIMS? I forgot what they call it in this thing. Yeah, FIMS. I want to say Fidzy, but I know it's not the way it is. So, yeah, there's some good production through there. This is a good spot for food and production right here. So we could, you know, that might be somewhere we want to move to in this area right here.
Later we rest.
All right, so we just need 10 more
Onward.
food and we'll be able to move into the next era.
Do it.
Nope, there's one spot right there, so that's good. Very close. We're 5 away, so let's make our way up here, and then we'll try to colonize right in that area right there. In fact, we can do that already, so let's go ahead and get that started. There's 14 industry and 11 food, but there's no science whatsoever So let's see if we can do something a little bit more balanced. 13 food, 8 industry, 3 science. 9 industry, 3 science. Oof, you know, I think this 13 food is going to be the best. Oh, this is a little bit more balanced. So let's go ahead and take this spot right here. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and take that spot right there. We'll have them move. And then we'll also have them come over here and grab this food. All right.
As the eagle flies.
Very good. Oh, no, that was science. All right, so we still need a little bit more food. There we go. All right, so we've gained our star for the era goal. And what that means, too, is that once this is done, we can actually make this a city. So it is done now, and once we move into the next era, we're going to be able to make that a city, and it'll be a good spot. I mean, it's not the greatest spot ever, but it's decent. So, and then just to the north of us, we have... Oh, it looks like they've already taken that. They are going to claim the horses. All right, so we're going to be on the lookout for a horse. All right, so we'll choose now. I think we're the first ones to make it. So we have the Assyrians. Yeah, they definitely like to be... They're very... clearly, they're militaristic. I don't actually... Before you could mouse over that and it would tell you, but now I don't remember if that's militaristic or not. The tallest blade is the first to be cut by the scythe. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they're militaristic. I don't remember if that's the militaristic symbol, and for some reason, now that you mouse over it, you can't see it. So the Babylonians are clearly science-minded. We could go with the Egyptians that are... Looks like they are... Yeah, they're industry-oriented. And I think I'm actually going to choose the Egyptians. But we'll also take a look at the Harappans here that are food-oriented, so they're farmers. You know, I don't even know. We'll keep going. So the Hittites here. And then the Mycenaeans. And then we've got the Nubians. They're clearly very money-oriented. Then we have influence-oriented Olmecs and the Phoenicians, being also money-oriented with their trades, and the Zhao. And I think I guess that's a culture thing. So yeah, I know it's kind of obvious in that it's showing like the culture star here, or I'm sorry, influence star. But yeah, I wish I could mouse over them like I was able to before. We'll come over here and do the industry and adopt it. And by industry, I mean the Egyptians. So the industry from the Egyptians. And look, she's changed her look. She looks Egyptian.
The challenges of a young civilization. It's hard keeping up with the neighbors when they have the wheel and you don't. Humankind learns quickly that everyone contributes. If you're terrified of wild animals, you can grow lentils or catch fish. Tribes settle towns. Towns develop markets, and markets begin the exchange of goods, services, and most important, rumors and hearsay.
All right, so now we've gone from a Neolithic age to the ancient era. So, all right, and we can come over here and make this our town. Of course, I don't know why. Let me see what's going on here. City creation. Okay, for some reason I think the icon's changed there. Okay, so we can now become a city. It'd be 0 turns, so it immediately becomes Memphis. And so now we can look at Egyptian pyramids, which add industry and reduce stability. They also add influence. We've got the farmer quarter. So the food's really good here. I remember it being pretty high, so we're not too worried about it. Also, it's plentiful, and that means we're growing, right? Our industry is pretty high too. 14 industry is pretty good for a starting city. So we are going to go ahead and just lean into that just a little bit. So we'll build some pyramids because, of course, we're the Egyptians, and that sounds cool. And it looks like there's a new mouse over. So does that mean there's 2 additional? So for 2 additional plus what it's getting, it adds 7 total industry. Alright, so, and then here's 10 total industry, which is great. So I'm going to do the 10 total industry, because that's definitely very good. So we're going to stick with that. You know, we may... Oh, no. Lordy, the mammoth is going to crush us. So we will not take on the mammoth today. So we've got copper here, which is going to be good once we get to the Bronze Age. God, that is really loud. I hope it's not super loud on your end. Your initiative is leading to your great people... Your initiative is leading your people to greatness. Be the first to discover the Great Barrier Reef. Alright, so... we have the Great Barrier Reef over here. Very cool. Alright, God, it's so pretty. Man. Alright, so let's move this back over. Oh, and there's horses. Very good. Okay, so what we want to do is go ahead and claim this territory. So let's look to see what we can do with the claiming of the territory. So there's a lot of industry over there, but I need some more food than that. 14 food. Looks like I'm going to give up food. I'm giving up industry for food. And let's see, 16 food there. That's a great place, but it's not balanced enough for me. I think this might be our spot. So it's 11 food, 9 industry, and 3 science. So this is 9 food, 11 industry, and 3 science. Which means we could build more farms quicker. Let's do that. We're on it already. I don't want to waste a turn, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And it'll only take 1 turn for the outpost creation, which is great. And, of course, we'll have horses, and we'll be right next to the copper. So that's important. And we'll continue scouting out here. We might separate a couple of these next turn. Let's look to see what we're going to go ahead and start with. So we have Artisan's Quarters that's given money per adjacent market quarter. We also have the Granary. Again, very good to have, right? But we do have people in the farmer slot. So that might be good to start with. So we're going to go ahead. Oh, it looks like we immediately got it. Very good. So we'll move on to horses and animal barns, I think. So that'll be good because we'll have +5 food per horse. And we'll have the horse right here. So once we're able to exploit the horses here, the pretty little horses, we'll gain food, and then we'll also gain the ability eventually to build riding units, which is important because they're fast and they'll allow me to scout out faster. Alright, so we're killing it when it comes to science. Very good. So that's working out for us pretty well. And we'll go ahead and figure out what we're going to do next. And that should be... I don't think we're going to lean into lumberyard, right? Because we have the pyramids. So let's come down here and look to see what else we can do. We've got the warrior, which will be great. But we also have horsemanship down here with scout riders, which will be really good to use since we have the horses there. Irrigation will allow us to have additional food on river. And there's some river here. So that'll be good for our Memphis, our city of Memphis there. So let's go to the technology screen and just look at this for a second, because I've never looked at it before now. And look how great the art is. It's just amazing. So we're going to go with horsemanship because I want the scout riders. I want to be able to scout out what I have much faster than what I've got here. We're going to go ahead and separate a couple of these and have them auto explore. So we'll take these guys, auto explore, take him, auto explore. And then we will move in the opposite direction. So it looks like that might be the edge there, but we'll see. Take a look and see. And now that we have the outpost here, we're going to go ahead and connect them, I think. So we're going to come back out. We're going to connect these to make one big Memphis here, which, oh, they still haven't filled in the tiles yet. I know that's something that they're going to do, so that's good to hear. Definitely would make it a lot easier to see. So it looks like another empire has chosen. Oh, it looks like all the all the empires have now chosen their cultures. So we have the Olmecs, the Mycenaeans, the Harappans, the Hittites, the Assyrians, and the Babylonians. All right, we're going to acknowledge that. And we're off to a good start, I think. So We're going to go ahead. So builder allows for what? What does this do? So the mode will convert all money and science production into industry in the city. Oh, wow. So you could build something really fast, especially when you get to the point where you're building wonders. You could use that to quickly turn all of the things into industry, which could be really good. That's a beneficial thing to have, I think. Oh, they're already on Auto Explorer, so I'm not going to mess with them too much. Alright, we'll take you down here. Oh, looks like that is just a peninsula.
I'm on it.
Is this also a peninsula? It is. Okay. So instead, we'll come over here and start to look over this part of the map. So we're in the lower, it looks like the southeast corner of the map. Oh, maybe not, actually. Maybe not at all. Well, I guess that's right, because the map will just go all the way around. But it does look like we're on the southeast portion of this continent, at least. So, unless it comes back around. I don't know if we come up here and... No, it doesn't look like there's more land on that side. Alright, well, we might just be on the southeast end of this continent, which is great. Well, it could be great. I don't know. We might be pigeonholed there. Alright, so we've got diplomacy. Introduce ourselves.
This arrangement would see both our empires prosper.
All right, so let's go ahead and start with the trade treaty. So it looks like we're going to trade luxuries.
What heartening news!
I really like this dynamic. I know that it's going to get better because I know that this is mostly placeholder right now, and I just love that this like banter is just, it feels very alive. I love it. So what we can do is we'll come over here like we're supposed to. And it looks like we have yep, these are what we just met. And that is the Assyrians, yep. Okay, so looks like they're the ones here. I don't know, that's a different color almost. No, it is, it's the same color. Alright, so they're the ones that have founded Assur here, which makes sense. Alright, and we'll come back over here and take a look. We should be done with these pyramids by now. We are, very good. And with that, we're going to go ahead and build a horse ranch where they are. And that shouldn't take too long. It's going to take one turn, very good. Alright. We have a lot of industry here. A lot. It's great. We're doing very well with the industry, so that's going to help us build things fast and get this city up going pretty quickly. So, all right. Horsemanship researched, very good. So we've got that just in time to build one. So we're going to build one, and then we're going to look to farmers' quarters to see where we can do the most good. All right. So this is actually just +6 food in general. So it's not going to take away anything else. We're going to add that here, and that'll just continue to allow us to build. To create citizens, create population, which we're going to need if we're going to start building units and stuff like that, because right now with this Scout Rider, once it's built, it's going to take away one of my populations. So we don't want that. Look at all those eagles. Look at the pretty eagles flying. There's so many of them. Why are there so many eagles? All right. So with that, we can also choose our next research topic. We can go with market quarter. We could do House of Scribes too. That's pretty cool. So we could do writing with market quarter, food market, and House of Scribes, which is going to allow +1 science per research. It also earns us a civic point, which we don't have anything to spend that on yet, but that might be something we do next. So we can clear forests here, the lumberyard and archers. Archers are good. The food irrigation might be a really good choice right now because it's actually going to help us with just the farmer's quarters we just built. And it's also going to allow for more food in this area too. So let's go ahead and go with irrigation. And yeah, so let's also continue to consider other places we're going to colonize. So what might need to happen is we'll take these guys off Auto Explore. I want this area too, especially since there's copper there. And that way, unless there's something really good over here. So let's look over here to see if there's anything really good. we're not going to be able to move too far because of all the terrain there. But I do want to take this spot before perhaps the Assyrians do. And they might want to connect there. Oh, it looks like they're actually moving north. Okay, so we might have been spared from that. And I want the copper because that's going to help later. So I'm likely to take that territory before any others. So we're going to move our horses now that we got them. Oh, wow, they've moved very far. And by that, I mean they didn't move at all. All right, so we'll bring them over here now. How about that? And then can you move through here? Just help me understand what's... Oh, okay, so we have some lead, which it looks like someone else is already attempting to claim. Whoever the yellow is, and we're going to find out who yellow is very soon. So, our culture chosen. All right, so finally, it looks like one was really behind it. Reached the ancient era with the Zhao. Okay, all right. So, unfortunately, it looks like one of the AI was just kind of caught up. Maybe just had a bad run of it, right? And now they're just now choosing their culture. All right, so let's look to see where we can do the most good. Ooh, that's a... Well, it doesn't have very much in the way of production. Wow, look at those numbers, though. 17, 2, and 5. And what is that from? I guess it's from... Yeah, it's the... Research is from the copper. But, man, there's just so little in the way of... industry. We can get it going though. We're gonna get it going. So we're gonna make that sacrifice there in the industry, and we'll just do our best to kind of bring it up to speed. All right, so the food now should be, yeah, we're still back at plentiful, which is great. So we now also see more in the way of food down this little aisle here, which is great too. So let's see what we can do. We're going to do this. Animal barns, +5 food per horse. And +1 food on farmer's quarters per adjacent farmer's quarter. Okay. That'll be good. Oh, yeah, the flood irrigation needs to actually be built. So we're not seeing any more in the way of food yet. So let's queue these two up, actually. I think they're going to be great for the development of my city here. All right. And then we have this place, which is great. So it looks like their culture is actually... Ooh, they came in over here. All right, so I'm not a big fan of that. Wow, somehow the Assyrian culture is actually slightly influencing here. And here, which is my main... Oh, that's crazy. So, and we're doing quite a bit of influence on this one. I don't really know how that's going to work. Honestly, I haven't looked into how it works. So, by what right do we rule? Which is going to be a civic unlock. So, founding myths and legitimacy. We can look at that later. But we're going to look at it now because I pushed the wrong button. So, we get 5 influence on main plaza or 5 faith on holy site. We have a civics point. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I think the influence is better. And it looks like that's moving more towards... Oh, all the mouse overs for these things don't work. A lot of the mouse over stuff isn't doing what it used to do. Looks like we're just nailing it when it comes to fame. So right now we're doing really good with the Egyptians. So we're going to go ahead and enact this. I do wish that some of the mouse over stuff had stayed. I don't know if that's just... Maybe they're redoing it. Sometimes when they're like, changing it up, they pull it all away. You may ask for reparation. All right, so I could ask for reparation because I assume because the Assyrians moved north of me. What did I gain the Era Star for? So it looks like I've met... Okay, we've met the science. So now next, to get another star, we need to obtain 7 technologies. I guess the one before was at 4. Yeah, so... All right, what else can we do here? We can reach a total of 300 influence. That's a bit. That's going to be difficult to do. Own 5 territories attached to any city. That's also going to be pretty difficult. So I wonder if Air Stars unlocked this turn would grant... 10 population. Destroy a total of 6 military units or earn 600 money. Yeah, we're a bit far away from those. So let's look to the wheel. This is going to be one of my unique units. So this will definitely get me going pretty quickly. I think it's a good idea if we go ahead and research that, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it won't be the Assyrians, but maybe we'll make war with whoever the yellow guys are. We'll find out. Let's go find out who they are. The Hittites. Okay, so the Hittites are going to be my default target here at this point, unfortunately for them. And they're second place. Yeah, that actually might be a good person to take out quickly so they don't become too strong. So, alright, you are going to go auto-explore. Alright, and it looks like we've met the Hittites.
That should please us both.
Alright.
Greetings, Sovereign. Do you too believe that there is no limit to how high humanity might soar?
Gladly.
That was a weird response.
Let us savor this moment.
I do like this. I really do. Alright, so we now have open only trade luxuries. So let's see if we can... We don't have any luxuries, so that makes sense. In fact, I haven't seen a single... Oh, maybe this... Yep. Oops. Yeah, the saffron being up here, but that's way up here. I don't see any other luxuries. The Assyrians, maybe we could try to... Yeah, you claimed a territory on our border. Maybe we should play this grievance. You claimed a territory. Demand, give outpost. Let's demand it.
They are my lands. Mine!
Believe me, I am not amused.
Oof.
You have no claim on these lands. Give them up.
I will remember this.
I really like that. That was a cool interaction. All right, well, diffuse your situation and go back to a stable diplomatic state. No. I'm not doing that. I'm going to... that's my line in the sand right there. In fact, I've already gone back on my desire to take out the Hittites. It's going to be the Assyrians. Because I really like that interaction. And because she's right. They're my lands. Oh, please attack me. Please attack me. They'll just give me another one. Another something to be angry about. And I would like that. Alright, actually, let's take off auto-explore and see if we can take this outpost. We're just gonna straight for the jugular. Tell you what, we're gonna go right at it. No holds barred. Alright, so we're doing well. So it looks like, what's the world deed we accomplished? What is the world deed we accomplished? Congratulations, your initiative in leading. Okay, which world deed do we accomplish? Show deeds. Alright, so which one do we accomplish? We accomplished this one. But what was that? I don't know what that was, but we accomplished it. This one we accomplished because it's the wonderful Great Barrier Reef. And maybe we did this one, explore the world to discover its wonders? No, that's not ours. This one's ours because we've claimed it with our little symbol here. Alright, Blades of the Empire. As your horizons widen, your armies grow in lockstep with your ambitions. Now with military power spread over several regiments, it is time to decide the nature of your soldiers who compose your armies. Alright, so let's go ahead and show details. Do we have any civics points? No, we don't. So we can either have conscripts or professional soldiers. Yeah, we don't have anything. I think I'm going to go with professional soldiers on that one. We don't have any civics points, so we will just wait. Looks like the Hittites are going to be safe. You guys are safe from my... Oh, no. In order to perform a action declaration... No. We're not doing that. You know what? We're going to turn auto-explore on for you guys, too. We're going to worry more about our cities here for a little bit, and then starting to get our war machine going. So... Alright, you actually know. We're going to consider this. Do we take them now? Oof, wow, they're power. Oh no, that's me that's powerful. I was like, what? I was like, how are they powerful? But no, we're the 26. They're the 12. All right, so let's go ahead and ransack it. And hopefully we can ransack it before it becomes something. And I do wonder if ransacking it or being in the process of ransacking it will slow it down from becoming whatever it is that it's about to become. I think it's about to become an outpost, but it might be in the process of becoming... Yeah, it's in the process of becoming an outpost. And it does. Look, it has made it so it's infinite turns. So that makes sense to me. We're ransacking it. How are they building it? All right, so we're done here, which is great. We could do public ceremonies of 5 food, which I'm not really excited about. We can now use granaries, plus 2 food per farmer. We have plentiful food. What about... So we're going to gain +1 person or +1 population in 8 turns. I feel like that's not that much food if it's taking that long. So let's go ahead and add this. And then, of course, we're going to consider what's next after that. Our industries, we're just nailing the industry part right now. So, all right. So we've successfully ransacked that. And that means that it looks like they are no longer allowed to claim that territory. So we'll do what they wanted to do and steal their stuff. 9, 12, and 3 is a pretty good split. 12, 9, and 3 is also a pretty good split. It depends on where I want to go with this. So we're going to go 9, 12, and 3 here. And it looks like to you, we have it. So now it's going to be ours, which is going to be great because I think what I'll do is I'll make this one city as well. So we'll have the 2 territory cities here. Awesome. The wheels researched, so we can now build our unique unit, which is going to be rather powerful right now. So with that, ooh, look at this. Animal magic. As the harvest season draws close, the common folk are worried. With many farms scattered across the empire, last year an infestation of rodents, largely rats and mice, plundered granaries. However, rumors have it that one enterprising village mitigated the problem by using cats. But you also know that sailors use a new kind of predator named a ferret. Which of them will employ your... I like ferrets better, even though they stink, than I do cats. Cats are bigger and can't catch all the mice, but they are more resilient. I like the idea of going with the ferrets. I'm just a ferret kind of guy, I guess. If you could make them smell less, they would be the best animals ever. All right, so let's come to see what we can do to increase our science. I think this is a house of scribes. We're gonna do that, but that doesn't actually increase our science unless we have a researcher there. But it might be worth it because we want to get through some more of the technologies. So we're doing 214 right now, which is actually still, it looks like purple is starting to catch up a little bit. So yeah, that's not good. We're gonna have to do something about that. Let's go ahead and sentry this here, just in case the Assyrians want to come back and do something about the fact that I just took their only other territory. Wow, look at the Hittites. They are moving. So we are definitely going to have to keep an eye on them. Alright, we've built the one thing that I wanted to build. So we're going to come over here, and it looks like it's going to be -1 population. And it'll take 4 turns. How quick are we to make another person? Alright, yeah. We're not going to be able to make a lot of military units right now. It sucks. So what we'll also do is consider food somewhere. Maybe the best place we could find food. There's one. That's +7. We're going to take science away. I don't want to do that. +7 here as well. Yeah, +7 seems to be the best. So we'll just add here. And we'll consider what we do after we built our unique unit here. Alright, a matter of diplomacy. Let's see what's going on.
Listen very carefully. I have a proposal.
Well, okay.
Most glorious! Yes!
Marvelous, like the first rays of daylight.
Okay, alright. So, very good. And looks like the Zhao and I are going to be on good terms. I liked our interaction, so I'm going to leave it on good terms. So this is a good opportunity to call this an episode. So we'll come back and we'll keep playing. And we're going to continue to work through this. I think what I'll do is I'll probably try to take this. Wait, did I already do that? I already did that, right? Yeah, okay, I did. So we have the one. It's going to take one more turn. That's great. And it looks like this could already become a city. Wonder why it took so long here. Maybe because of the small amount of industry. That's right. That's right, because I took the hit on the industry. So we're going to go ahead and actually build the city starting here. And we'll have horses here, which is great. We'll have copper, which is also great. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that here. And it'll take less time because there's more industry. So, and then we can add this one here, which is great. So, very good stuff. We're going to come back. Thanks for watching, guys. This is Rob from eXplore. Let me know if there's anything you want to see in particular. I don't know if, you know, anyone's any more knowledgeable about... Well, actually, I'm sure everybody's more knowledgeable about this game than I am. But I don't know if there's anything in particular that people want to see that, like, they, you know, haven't seen or whatnot. But, oh my god, there's all these sheep. Everything's so cute. Wait, do they move when I... Wait, they move when I mouse over them. Oh my god, I'm squirrel! I'm becoming so easily distracted. So I'm going to let you go. Until next time, this is Rob from eXplore. Keep exploring, guys.